Now, man, I'm going to be way too old now. I'm totally going to date myself, right? Nobody, the industry where it's all happening, Mrs. Robinson, plastics. Plastics, my boy. One word, plastics. Brett, you are in plastics, and last coaching session, you were inspired a little bit of like, man, that sounds really good. I've got an idea I wanted to get your opinion on. Here's where I'm struggling. The hell is this idea? I'm in plastics. Does that basically summarize what you were thinking, what you were saying?
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Okay, let's talk through this. So you want to deliver an idea. You want to deliver an insight. You want to have value to with this conversation when this prospect calls you back. To fully rewind, Brett's leaving them a voicemail. Hey Matt, it's Brett with the senior director here at Acme Plastics. You and I are connected on LinkedIn. I've got an idea that I'd love to get your opinion on. Could you give me a call on my mobile, 720-660-3202? Okay, now I've called Brett back. What Brett doesn't want to do is, man, so the idea I wanted to get your opinion on is, do you think Rodgers, because I was going to put him in my fantasy football team with the Jets, do you think he's going to get it done this year, right? And he's like, but the other side of that coin is I'm in plastics. And I don't want to say, do you want to buy my stuff? So let's unpack this and let's see if we can come up with an insight or at least get ourselves well on that path. Brett, what is the net outcome of working with you? What is it that you sell, but what's the outcome of working with you?
Yeah, so kind of like the solution, right? What we're looking for. Mm-hmm. And so the solution or outcome that we can provide them is that we do custom molds.
Okay.
So we have an inside mold shop, which is unique.
Okay.
Most companies do third party. So that means that we can create your product and commercialize it quicker than our competitors.
And what are the benefits of that? I'm going to have my product up and running faster. And then what about defects? If I've got the right mold, do I reduce defects or am I not tracking there?
You would have quicker turnaround time for defects.
Quicker turnaround time.
So our customers would be like diagnostic companies and hospitals. Mm-hmm. And so they want to get their product into a hospital, and that's when they start making money. And where we come in is help them get that out to the market so that a hospital can buy it faster.
Okay. All right, so let's walk down this road a little bit. And you, who are you reaching out to? You're reaching out to the people that are selling to the hospitals, yes?
Yes.
What do they not want? They don't want to not be able to sell, okay? I think you can help them about this much. You help them a lot, but that's going to be a really hard sell, saying, hey, if I build your molds for you, you're going to be able to go to market faster, and you're going to be able to fulfill these orders once you sell them. If they're anything like me, if they're anything like you, if they're anything like most people in sales, right, we're optimistic people, except for nights like, Justin was having last night of, oh my God, the market's falling on my head. What am I going to do? Most of us are like, I just need to sell it. We'll deal with that. Fulfillment, we'll deal with that later. But here's what they don't want. They don't want their deals to blow up. So you call me, hey, Matt, thank you so much for calling me back. So the thing I wanted to get your opinion on, we work with a lot of manufacturing companies that do deals to hospitals. And one of the things that they found is, although the design of the product was right, the pricing was right, that's an incredibly difficult sale with many, many moving parts and entanglements. There's a lot of times these deals where everything was on track, everybody did the work that they were supposed to do, from R&D to sales to marketing, to we finally get this thing, and then we get a hospital with maybe, say, 17 locations. First ship on products, it's a little something off, or worse, product doesn't get shipped because manufacturing, all of a sudden, now that we actually have to fulfill the order, it gets jammed up. And I'm just curious, how are you guys ensuring that your orders get all the way through, right? Now at least you're having a conversation, okay? And if they say no, your net outcome statement is, listen, I will be here. when you need to make sure that these components, we have, by the way, and just really gloss over what you sell. This is not about bits, bytes, blinking lights, about what you sell. So in a nutshell, what we're able to do is we've got our own in-house mold shop. So instantaneously, we're able to get this into your supply chain and into the hands of those hospitals with as little defects as possible. And God forbid, if there is something wrong, you've got one throat to choke, and it's instant right back to us and right back out. And what we've seen is a lot of times, hospitals, if you have 1, 2, or 3 misfires, you've lost the whole account. And the last thing I want to do is have you guys, working so hard to get into these accounts and lose them. But now see how that's a different discussion versus, hey, I've got, we do in-house molding, and they're like, hey, we're good to go. Last time I checked, we had prototypes. But if you can maybe open that door that way, they're going to be, it's interesting that you say that, because we just had our X7000 product, we actually had to do a recall on that. When you say you had to do a recall, how many items did you have to bring back? We had to bring back 142 items. And what's the MSRP on those? Those were $11,000 machines, right? And what did it take you to get those back out to the hospital? It took us to some considerable retooling, and there were some problems with the case was actually butting up to a light, and there were some problems with heat displacement causing some overheating of the machine. It was a major retrofit, and then the hospitals were out for 3 months. Right now, at least now you're having a better conversation. And I'm not saying this is totally the way to go, but this is the logic that I want you thinking, okay? Who is my customer? Who's my customer's customer? And how can I help make their world better? If we just say, I can sell you sales coaching, don't want it. But if we say, hey, listen, right? What a lot of teams are seeing is their customers have access to way more information and way more choices than they have before. So where it used to be they would come to you as the sales team and have actual questions, now they just want to know what's your price, and oftentimes they're on the wrong product because they went online somewhere and read something that wasn't true. How are your guys dealing with that? Man, it's interesting that you say that, because our biggest issue right now is we've got $33 million literally just stuck in the pipeline. It's not moving forward. How are you guys going to unstick that? Right? Well, I don't know. Do you have a specific process for how you're able to call them? Not really. Does it make, does it make sense for us to spend a couple minutes? I can kind of walk you through our philosophies at Easton University of what your team could say when you do call them, and see if we could help you unstick the $3 million. And now, of that $3 million, how much of it do you think you could close if you could start moving forward? Well, in the past, our closing rate was 40%. It's now 11%. Right now, I know I've got, what is that, 1.25 million? That I can now put in the title of an email and do the power email, current situation, capabilities needed, next steps. Current situation, you're happy with your current employer provider. However, you need to make sure that these people stick, especially with your senior level people, okay? Capabilities that you need. If you're gonna put a hospital director in place, you need to make sure that they're able to get up to speed and they haven't lied, or I don't even want to say lied, they haven't misrepresented themselves on their resume. You told me you could do more, your businesses could do more if you're able to get those employees if you had bump. And in Jen's case, all the things that Jen can do, right? Does that match what you need? Did I miss anything? Does it make sense for me to work with you on your next placement? Per our discussion, I will follow up with you Tuesday, September 12th if I haven't heard from you before then. Right? And then a text. Hey, Amanda, it's Jen. I just hit send on the text we sent with the summary of our conversation. As promised, I will follow up with you September 12th. If I don't hear from you before then, could you please ping me, let me know you received the email. Now you're a collaborative person. So Brett, any ideas on how you can talk about things that will have them leave that conversation with you and go talk amongst their people and go, guys, I think I figured out why we're losing deals. We don't have the right products coming in, and when they are defective, we don't have somebody that we can reach out to in real time. Any ideas you've got, Brett, that we can improve on that? Are you tired of barely making quota every month, or worse? Are you not making your quota? Are you not hitting your numbers? Are you worried that you're going to lose your job in sales? All that can change for you within the next 60 days. Hi, my name is Matt Easton. I'm the founder of Easton University. It's the most effective sales coaching in the world, and we can help you double, yeah, you heard me correctly, double the amount of sales that you're making, double your quota, and double your income within the next 60 days with Easton University Sales Coaching. Click the link here, and we're going to show you how you'll have access to the Easton University Learning Portal. It has everything you need to know to double your income, double your commissions, double your quota within the next 60 days. You're also going to have the ability to join live coaching with me twice a week. I'm going to be there with you every step of the way. You got a question on prospecting? I've got you covered. You want to know how to close? We'll walk through it. You want to be able to skillfully handle objections and complaints? I will walk you through in the live settings. Check out Easton University. Click the link now. You're going to see 1,000 video testimonials from people just like you that have doubled their income in the last 60 days. Click the link here. I want to talk to you about how we can help you sell twice as much within the next 60 days.